Hi there, and welcome to part 2 of our Simplifying Algebraic Expressions lesson. Make sure you saw part 1 because you won't be able to do part 2 unless you know everything about part 1. So I have to stop you right here and tell you to go back to part 1 if you didn't already watch it. Alright, so simplifying algebraic expressions. So an algebraic expression is in simplest form if it has no like terms and no parentheses. When you use a distributive property to combine like terms, you are simplifying the expression. So once you get rid of the parentheses and like terms, then your expression is in simplest form. All right, so this is an example to simplify the expression, and I call this the easy example. There's a few examples. So I have 4x plus 6 plus 2x. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to combine my like terms. And like terms, again, are just terms that have the same variable. In this case, we have 4x and 2x. So 4 plus 2 gets me 6, and it's 6x, right? You have 4 x's. You add 2 more x's. How many x's do you have total? 6. All right. And then, we just bring down our 6, right? There's nothing to combine with the 6. So you're left with your total of 6x plus 6. And that's it. This is where it ends right here. You do not need to go any further than this. Okay? Do not add 6 plus 6 to get 12x. No. You cannot combine those two because they are not like terms. There's no x at the end of the 6, so you can't add the 2. All right, here we have 5n plus 2 minus n minus 6. We have to rewrite this as an addition sentence first. If you remember from part 1 of the video, I said that you had to change any subtraction sentences into addition sentences using the additive inverse. So that's what we're going to do. This is our problem area right here and right here. So we're just going to keep that 5n. We're going to keep that 2. This minus n is going to turn, well, we need to add the opposite. Minus n is going to turn to plus negative n. And then this minus 6 is going to turn to plus negative 6. Again, these two expressions are the same. This is just the additive inverse of this, okay? But they are the same. You need to write it like this before you can pick out your like terms, okay? So first thing we need to do is combine our like terms. We have a 5n plus a negative 1n. You feel free to, write in that 1 because the 1, again, is invisible. So 5n plus a negative 1n gets you 4n. Combine your constants next. You have a 2 plus negative 6. 2 plus negative 6 is negative 4. And then it says to simplify. So here, these are your two terms that you're left with. 4n plus negative 4. Or you can look at it as 4n minus 4. These two expressions are exactly the same. The only difference is this is the additive inverse of this, okay? For the most part, these two are simplified. If you were to have like negative 4 plus 4n, or just negative 4 plus 4n, the problem with that is usually when you simplify, the variables, whatever terms have variables, come first, and then your constants come afterwards. All right, so simplify the expression. This gets you a little bit, this is the hardest one. So we have 6y minus 3 parentheses x minus 2. So we have these parentheses here. First thing I'm going to do is I need to get rid of the parentheses. I need to get rid of those parentheses because in order to have a simplified expression, we do not have parentheses. So I'm going to pretend like this 3 is actually a negative 3, and that's what I'm going to distribute across. So it'll be negative 3 times x, which is negative 3x. And then we have negative 3 times negative 2y, which is 6y. So far I have 6y minus 3x plus positive 6y. So we're going to change to the addition sentence. So we're going to, if we see here, we have this minus 3x, or, so we have this minus 3x. I'm going to change that to add the opposite. So the opposite of minus 3x would be plus negative 3x. So I have 6y plus negative 3x plus 6y. Now I need to combine my like terms. What terms here have the same variable? Okay, well, y's are the same variables. Here I have 6y plus 6y. 6y plus 6y equals 12y. And then I'm just left over with that last term, the negative 3x. So now I'm just going to simplify this plus this. So your answer is going to be, 12y plus negative 3, or 12y minus 3x. 12y plus negative 3x, or 12y minus 3x. Either way you look at it, these two expressions are the same. This is just the additive inverse of this. They are both the same. They are both simplified. All right, real world connection. You have some money in a savings account. Your sister has $25 more than you have in her account. Write an expression in simplest form that represents the total amount of money in both accounts. So what I did was I broke it down. Words, we figured out a variable, and then we figured out an expression. So in words, the amount of money plus amount of your sister's money. That's the expression that you need to find. The total amount of money in both accounts. Okay? So the variable, well, you need to label it. So I'm going to label my x to be the amount of money, of my money, I should say, and x plus 25 is going to be the amount that my sister has. Okay? So x is my money, and then x plus 25 is my sister's money. And now I'm going to combine my like terms. So before I combine my like terms, I'm going to pretend like there's ones in front of these x's. And I'm going to add 1x plus 1x. If you remember, the associative property says that even though these two are in parentheses, well, guess what? I can group these two first because it's addition. So it's 1x plus 1x is equal to 2x. And then I have this plus 25. So my final expression is going to be 2x plus 25. Okay, this is my simplified expression that shows the total amount of money that I have and the total amount of money my sister has total. All right, and you cannot, here are some concluding thoughts. You cannot combine 6x plus 4y plus 5. No, no, no. This is already simplified. Notice none of those are like terms because they all have different variables. You can only combine like terms when they have the same variable. All right, right away, if you see a subtraction sentence, you need to rewrite it using the additive inverse, which means add the opposite, okay? So I hope you learned how to simplify algebraic expressions. Thank you for watching.